Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fitri Azira binti Kamaluddin. I'm as a first presenter for this group, which is group 3. We will present to you about company AXIATA Group BERHAD. First thing first is company background. AXIATA is an international business division of Telecom Malaysia, which incorporated in 12 June 1992. In 2008, it was subsequently listed on the main board of Bursa Malaysia and it was separated from Telecom. This company is one of the earliest to roll out 4G services in Malaysia and Sri Lanka. Other than that is the mobile segment operators in Malaysia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal and Cambodia. Next is mobile telecommunication operator AXIATA, also be known as an Asian-centric multinational because it has controlling interest in cellular global companies. Since 2007, AXIATA Group subscribers base keep increasing and now it exceeding 240 million, which make this group is one Asian's biggest mobile operator. Okay, next is management approach. They have four management approach, which is first nature of business. AXIATA provides goods and services on internet based of offerings to meet the growing demands in mobile money, e-commerce, mobile advertising, entertainment and education. Second is nature of production process. AXIATA operates as telecommunications company that provides digital telco, which has controlling interest in global mobile operator. Third is type of customer for the business. AXIATA provides services to anyone who has an electronic gadget. Lastly is method to distribute the product or services. Developing 5G concepts such as virtual RAN, distributed cost network, multi-access edge computing, and others to optimize cost structure and better serve our consumer segment. Okay, for the next slide is type of segment. They have a geographical segment, which is AXIATA primarily provides mobile and infrastructure services in the geographical areas, which is they have in countries Malaysia, Indonesia, Bangladesh and Cambodia. And now we will know who the identification of the decision making or the responsibility of AXIATA Group BERHAD. Okay, as we know, Datuk Izzadin Idris was appointed as President and Group CEO of AXIATA on 1st January 2021 after serving as Executive Director since 24 January 2020. He joined the board of AXIATA in November 2016 as a non-independent non-executive director and was redesignated as independent non-executive director in March 2019. Prior to joining AXIATA, Datuk Izzadin Idris was the Group Managing Director or CEO of UEM Group BERHAD, a position he held since July 2009 until his departure in October 2018. Immediately before his position in UEM Group BERHAD, he was the CFO or Senior VP Group Finance of Tenaga Nasional BERHAD, a position he held from September 2004 until June 2009. Dato Izzadin Idris has over 20 years of experience in the fields of investment banking, financial and general management, having served in various senior positions at Malaysian International Merchant Bankers BERHAD, Malaysian Resources Corporation BERHAD, and Southern Bank BERHAD. MFRS 8. How to reproduce a segmental report. Operating segments are only required to be reportable if they meet any one of the quantitative threshold tests, which is the 10% threshold. First is revenue. Total revenue of a segment is 10% or more than total revenue for all operating segments. Second is profit or loss. A segment profit or loss is 10% more than the combined all profit and loss. Third is asset. A segment asset are 10% or more than the total of all operating segments. Next is 75% of threshold. After determining the reportable segment, total internal revenue to those reportable segments must be at least 75% of total revenue. But if less than 25%, additional reportable segment should be identified even the 10% threshold. We're using financial statement by AXIATA Group BERHAD. We determine reportable segment from the financial statement by using revenue test, 10% threshold. Malaysia, Indonesia, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka have more than 10% threshold of total revenue. Therefore, these 4 companies will be treated as reportable segment, while the remaining we call as other reportable segment. Next, we need to ensure the total revenue of the reportable segment is at least 75% threshold. From the slide, we can see that the total external revenue of reportable segment is 77%. Therefore, it has met the condition of 75%. Therefore, no additional segment should be identified. For the new segmental report, we can see they can generate more revenue for the company, such as for country Malaysia and Indonesia. Lastly is conclusion for MFRS 8. They have advantages and disadvantages. First, for the advantages are better understanding of customer needs, wants and characteristic. Second is provide transparency and better insight. Third is responsiveness to slight changes in what target customer want. Lastly is discover and explore new potential market segment and opportunity. For the disadvantages are small segments could raise the cost of marketing, and second is limited time and insufficient resources.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Arif Azhari bin Muhammad Saleh. I would like to present about MFRS 134 Interim Report. Interim report is the reporting of the financial result of any period that is shorter than fiscal year. Interim reporting usually required by any company that is publicly held, and it involves the issuance of 3 quarterly financial statements each year. There is 2 methods in preparation of interim report. First is integral method, is a part of the annual report. The integral method stems from the view that its interim accounting period help to complete the accounting cycle and therefore an integral part of the annual report. Second is discrete method, is a report that being prepared in separate period, also in periodic basis. For AXIATA Group BERHAD, they use discrete method using periodic basis for 3 months for first quarter. Next, there is a 2 accounting policy that being used by AXIATA Group BERHAD when they do the reporting. which is MFRS 121 foreign exchange and MFRS 139 financial instrument recognition and measurement. In MFRS 121 foreign exchange, AXIATA Group recognized net foreign exchange loss of RM 4.7 million and RM 119.3 million respectively during the current quarter and financial period to date, mainly arising from the revaluation of USD borrowing and working capital. Next, for MFRS 139 financial instrument recognition and measurement, for recognition and measuring financial asset, financial liability, and some contract to buy or non-financial item. There are three types of interim report, which is first quarter issued by company 4 times a year, semi-annually issued by company twice a year, bi-monthly issued by company 6 times a year. For AXIATA Group, they use quarterly, which is to January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. There is a 5 type of interim report that being prepared by AXIATA Group, which is first, condensed statement of comprehensive income, second, condensed statement of financial position, third, condensed statement of cash flow, fourth, condensed statement of change in equity, and last is selected explanatory notes. I will pass all these 5 explanations to my friend Saidah Nafisa for the breakdown. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Saidah Nafisa binti Abdul Qadir. I will talk about the 5 statement that is prepared by AXIATA Group BERHAD. So the first one is the condensed statement of comprehensive income. So there are 2 sheets here. As you can see, this is for 2 years. Second quarter ended for year ended June for 2021 and 2020. Okay, as you can see here, the first sheet is for is how we compute the profit, and then from the profit that we get is we compute the earning per share. Second one is condensed statement of financial position, formerly known as balance sheet. So from here, we can see all the assets and the liability for the company. And as you can see here, for 2021 is for unaudited and 2020 for the audited. So the third one is condensed statement of cash flow. So this is a cash flow statement for the company. From this statement, we can see and control the cash in and cash out for the company. As you can see here, this is for 2 years, for 2021 and 2020. Fourth statement is condensed statement in changes in equity. How we compute for this statement is from all the beginning balance, we add with total comprehensive income, and then we add again with total transaction with owners, and then we got the ending balance. At the end of this statement, we can get the total equity. Last one is the selected explanatory notes. So there are 2 examples here. The first one is basis of preparation, and the second one is accounting policies. As you can see here, all the explanatory notes pursuant to MFRS 134. There is a explanation in the notes. Next is adjustment made by the company for the interim report. AXIATA Group BERHAD acquired a new building in the second quarter on 30th June at the cost of 950,000 on credit administration used in their operation business. As you can see from the statement of financial position that it has extracted from before adjustment and after adjustment. For non-current asset, there is a difference, and also the current assets, and also include for non-current liabilities, since the adjustment made, the cost incurred is by credit. For the last one is increase in the allowance for doubtful debt amounting 974 million and 300,000 due to bankruptcy of several debtors which affected by the pandemic COVID-19. That's all from my group. Thank you so much.